Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, ArchieLuxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, ArchieLuxury.
Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, doing a paid review. This is for my good fan and friend, Dr. Gerard. He's in America. And before I do this paid review, let's do a quick wristwatch check. And I'm wearing an Explorer 2 Polar. Anyhow, Dr. Gerard, he's a really cool guy. He did a phone call with me a couple of months ago. And he's the guy with the bar mitzvah watch. And he got the solid gold Waltham pocket watch. And it was passed down in his family. Really cool story. Anyhow, he had an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. He had the Sapphire Sandwich, which had the 1863 movement in it. And he had a blank pane, right? And I'm not completely convinced he did the right thing with this. And I was trying to politely tell him not to sell pieces, but just to add nicely to his collection. The problem with Dr. Gerard is he doesn't have enough cunt in him. He's a really nice guy. He's a soft guy. But he's not someone who I think would do well trading watches, okay? He should stick to medicine, okay? Honestly, Doc, stick to medicine, because there are a lot of really fucking nasty watch dealers out there. So that was my advice to Doc. I said, look, just stick to medicine. You're not cunty enough to be dealing. Now, he did a deal with Govberg. And I said to him, I said, look, with Govberg, I don't think you'd get a bargain, but in the same token, I don't think you would be completely ripped off. They're quite ethical. Govberg is quite ethical in their dealings. They have overheads because they're a big kind of big concern, but you know they're always reasonable. And he sold his blank pane, and what he got was, it was a bit confusing. He got paid out some money, and he got a Tudor Black Bay two-tone on the leather strap. Now, I gotta be honest with you, it probably wouldn't have been my choice. I would have gone for the burgundy steel, but he loves it. It is a cool watch, I must admit. It is a cool watch. It's a cool watch. I like the leather, but I actually had a burgundy Black Bay, which had leather, NATO, and bracelet. And I got rid of it. I just thought it was a bit big. But anyhow, he likes it, so that's good. So now he ended up getting he chipped in to get a Breitling for his nephew. I think his nephew's bar mitzvah is coming up, which it was a Breitling Super Ocean 44, that's quite a nice watch. I said to him, there's nothing wrong with a Breitling for a young man. That's a very good gift. And then what else he's done is he's expanded his collection a bit as well. He's actually got a Rolex Explorer 2 42mm, the black dial. And I think that's really good. I think he's moved in the right direction. He's got the Speedmaster Man on the Moon. He has got the two-tone Black Bay diver. and he's added an Explorer 2 42mm. He likes the 42mm size. I think that could be a perfect little collection for him there. He's a nice. I said to him, don't do trading. No more trading, Doc. I'm trying to tell him politely, I don't think he's got enough cunt in him to do that. Mind you, his father, you wouldn't believe this, his father has got a fucking Patek annual calendar 5205. That's one of the coolest, it's a fairly recent annual calendar. It's one of the hottest annual calendars ever created. And I think his father would have a bit of cunt in him. His father, you'd have to be, I'm not trying to say his father's a bad guy, but you need to be a bit of an asshole to buy a reference like that. You know, you've got to be, no one really takes advantage of you. You take the advantage of people, not the other way around. And I was still a bit disappointed he hadn't bought his wife a watch, because he had the Cartier automatic. And I said, you know, it was a tank. I said, you gotta, that's not an everyday watch. Cartier from the 70s and 80s, they were never really terribly waterproof. I said, you gotta get your wife, I'd get her a mid-size Oyster Perpetual. No date, just an Oyster Perpetual, stainless steel. That would tick the boxes. So that's kind of what's happened there. He also had this bullshit Rolex, which his parents or he got on a holiday to England or France, and it was just a known. It was a not terribly valuable Rolex movement in a case where, due to this the duty on gold cases, they actually Rolex did actually just sell movements in that at a certain phase. So he got rid of that, which I don't think is any substantial loss to have done that. But he's a really nice guy, really cool guy. He's a nice guy. He's a doctor. I just said to him, don't do any more deals, no more deals, because I think Goldberg's okay to deal with, but the truth is he's too soft. Okay, he's too soft. You've got to be a bit of a cunt to do well in the watch trading. That's why I've done so well, because I'm a fucking asshole. That's the truth is. You do have to be a bit of an asshole to do well in the trading. You've got to be self-centered, you've got to just take advantage of fuckers. I mean that's the basic fundamentals of this equation. I mean, I know there are some YouTube commenters out there who butter wouldn't melt in their mouth, but they got prison tats all over them, and they you think, ooh, it's a bit more than the eye can see. Then you open the closet door and there's some really nasty skeletons in the closet. So I think if you want to trade watches, you have to really have a bit of cunt in you. You've got to be a bit of an asshole. And that's no offense. That's just the reality. That's just the shocking truth. I'm sorry to say. It's that's how it is, I'm afraid. That is the awful truth. That's the awful truth. So I think the good doctor, he's a nice, kind man, nice man. We were talking a bit about dream watches. What's our dream? He was saying Lange, and I kind of said, look, I found it a bit hard to own Lange after my grandfather was a POW in World War II. The Germans captured my granddad, and they were nasty fuckers. They were really nasty fuckers. And I kind of find it a bit hard to own an heirloom piece when they were so nasty. Okay, I know the war was so long ago. I just find it hard to forgive. And I said, look, I love Patek. Patek is my brand that I love. I don't think I would go over to Lange now. And they're a pack of bastards at Lange. They never sent me the fucking catalogue. They're just really mongrels like that. So I kind of thought, you know, if I can poison the brand a bit, that's perfectly okay. All's fair in love and war. So yeah, that's what I kind of said to him, and he told me his father had a 5205, which, fuck, to have a 5205, you gotta be a bit nasty, okay? That's not something that, you know, just a nice guy gets. You've got to be a bit of a cunt, you know? So yeah, so that's how it goes. A good doc. He's a lovely guy, just a nice, caring, just salt of the earth, lovely, positive guy, just nice and friendly. Yeah, he's cool. Doc's cool. So there you go. That's one of the paid phone calls I did this week. So he always tips me a bit extra, so that's why I've made a video out of it, because he's paid a fair bit of money, and I want to give him value. I just don't want to take advantage of him. He's such a kind guy. So yeah, that's the story there. So I think he's going in the right direction. I'm really happy. Get your wife the mid-size, and all will be good. Okay, guys, I'm Paul Pluta. That wraps it up. Until next time, remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't forget, guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I need paid reviews. That's what keeps me going. Patreon sponsorship. Look down below on ways you can help me. Until next time, ciao, fuckers.
Oh. Hey, Archie Luxury fans. If you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
Aside from my soul, there goes a sight, now there goes a sight from my soul, there goes a sight from my soul, there goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my. There goes a sight.